Tell me something about connecting to nature and the way that shamans use nature as a part of their repertoire of healing.
The idea is that there's a force that permeates everything in the world, breathing or non-breathing, and that we're tapping into the ability to use the force. That's how you use nature in healing ceremonies. Now, if someone has a specific history or a specific family tradition of using a specific type of plant, they're going to have carried that down. There are general characteristics of using natural objects for healing worldwide, cross-culturally. And that's really what we work with.
I think there have been many great teachers who have, opened the path before us. I'd say probably Sandra Ingerman and Alberto Villaldo, perhaps a couple of my I'm more familiar with, so therefore a little more favorite. And I remember Alberto Villaldo really speaking poignantly about the idea that we feel as though we've been kicked out of the Garden of Eden. We've been kicked out of this natural, wonderful, sensual world. And many religious powers perhaps did that in order to gain power over knowledge, over knowingness that the shaman considers to be just a part of regular life. So the shamans believe that we were never kicked out of the garden. In fact, we are here actually to learn how to tend to the garden better. I think this is some of the things you see, the problems coming up with ecology and sustainability and climate change and so on, is are we taking care of the garden? Because if not, perhaps we will be kicked out. But I think Mother Nature is a great teacher, and a great teacher in the sense of when we're moving away from ourselves, which is what she's teaching us right now, is how we can get back. And then once we reconnect with nature, then we can see actually how to go deeper into ourselves through connecting with the five senses as a portal to the sixth sense, in connecting with the visible world as a way to actually connect with the non-visible world that's behind it, that is the interconnectedness between all things. We are not separated. We did not fall out of the garden. In fact, we're very, very connected. And through shamanic soul retrieval, one can learn how that is for them.
So how does that lead into the 4 directions, or 5 directions, or 7 directions, or 5 elements, or 8 elements? Really, I encourage you to find a system that is consistent, that works for you. So every culture in the world has some sort of prayer-based system or spiritual system that acknowledges something beyond themselves. The West would be the direction that is associated with autumn, with sunset, with the element of water. It can be associated with dark watercolors like blue, black, purple. And then the North would be the elders, or the stone people, so the element of earth. You'd have wintertime, and in this you'd have perhaps the clarity of thought, whereas the would be an aspect of the North, whereas the springtime or the East could possibly be masculine energy. The South could be childlike wonder and love and passion and growth, and the West would be the deep feminine, the within, the going deep into ourselves, contrasting with the masculine of the East, which is out there rising energy. So that is one group of elements. Those are elements that are usually used to manifest something physical in this world. Now, add to that the power of will, and you have, or spirit, and you have the 5 directions. And then, if you split that and say, well, there's grandfather sky, grandmother earth, and the within, which is where everything is, where everything touches, then you would have the 7 directions.